Hello everyone, welcome all to this presentation. Today I am going to discuss Paribhasha in Rasashastra. This is an important syllabus topic and moving to the introduction, the science Rasa Shastra, it is combined of two words, that is Rasa meaning mercury and Shastra meaning science. So initially the Rasa Shastra is considered as simply the science of mercury. We know the derivation of rasa, that is rasanat sarva dhatunam rasa ityabhidiyate. It will engulf all dhatus. So it is known as rasa, that is the amalgamating power of mercury. And if we go through the different books dealing with Rasa Shastra, there is no clear cut definition given in any of the books for Rasa Shastra. For example, if we search for the definition of Kaya Chikitsa, Shalya Tantra, we can see the definition in the Samhitas. But there is no such a definition about the subject matter of Rasashastra. So we can define it like this, that is Rasanat Sarva Dhatunam Rasa Ityabhidiyate Tam Adhikritya Kritam Shastram Rasashastram or Tu Tat Pratipadakam Yat Shastram Tad Rasashastram. The subject in which the science of mercury is explained or the processing techniques of mercurial drugs are explained, it can be known as Rasashastra. So, if we consider Rasashastra, it is the ancient alchemical science evolved in India, and it is considered as the branch of Ayurveda deals mainly with the minerals, metals, poisonous herbs, animal drugs, their processing, use of different instruments, and converting them into therapeutically potent herbo-mineral formulations. So this is the basic aim of Rasashastra. Actually, we are getting very potent drugs by these processing techniques of minerals and metals. Okay, so let's come to the point of discussion, that is Paribhasha. Paribhasha explains certain specific technical terminologies used throughout the subject. We all know before approaching a subject, we should know that specific terminologies so that we can understand the science accurately. So, you all know while studying anatomy, we need to be familiar with the anatomical terminologies in order to understand the science accurately. Like that, paribhasha is essential for understanding the subject of Rasashastra. We can say that it clarifies the different hidden, untold, half told, and doubtful terms. According to the textbook Rasaratna Samuchaya written by Rasavagbhada, these terminologies were explained by Acharya Somadeva for the better understanding of the science. So, if we consider the nirukti of paribhasha, the word paribhasha, paritaha bhashanti iti paribhasha. So, it will explain a term, paritaha bhashanti. Then, if we consider the definition given by Rasa Tarangini, it is explained like this, that is, Nighuda Anukta Leshokta Sandigdhartha Pradipika Sunishchitartha Vibhudehi Paribhasha Nigadyade. It will explain, it will clarify the Nigudha, that is the hidden, Anukta, that is the untold, Leshokta, or half told or said partially, and sandigdha artha, if there is a doubtfulness in the meaning, then all those things will be clarified by this paribhasha. And in Vaidyaga Paribhasha Pradibha, similar explanation or definition is given, that is Avyakta Anukta Leshokta Sandigdha Artha Prakashiga Paribhasha Prakathyande Deepi Bhuda Sunishchita. Then, if we consider the necessity and importance of paribhasha, It is said in Rasatarangini like this, that is, Paribhasha Adhyayam Ado Yo Adhide Rasa Sadakaha Rasa Tantra Artha Vijnane Na Sa Muhyati Kutrajit. Muhyati Kutrajit, that is, Muhyati means moha. There will not be any confusion for a person who is going to study Rasa Shastra after becoming well versed in this Paribhasha chapter. That is the importance. And it is said in Vaidigiya Paribhasha Pratipa again, Vina Chandrikaya Chandraha Pratapena Vina Ravihi Vina api Rojisha Tadvat Vaidyaha Syad Paribhashya. If a Vaidya is not well versed in Paribhasha, he will not be able to understand the science properly. Then, if we consider these terminologies, it is noticed that different Dravya Vargas, different processing techniques, and different Parada Samskaras all have been included in Paribhasha Prakarana. If we go through the textbook Rasa Tarangini, we can see all these things under the heading of Paribhasha. So, we can divide these terminologies either into products and procedures. That is, products will be the result of the pharmaceutical processing techniques. For example, Kajali, that is the processing technique including the grinding, mixing of rasa and gandhagadi dhatus. And we will get a black collyrium like substance, Kajalaba. So that product is also explained in under the heading of Paribhasha, and various procedures like Bhavana, etc., are also explained under the heading Paribhasha. So, initially, we can go through the topic Dravya Varga. In the UG syllabus, we can see this much these terminologies regarding to Dravya Varga, that is AMLAVARGA, panchamrithika, panchagavya, panchamrita, ksharashtaka, dravaka gana, mitra panchaga, rakta varga, and lavana panchaga. So let's consider amla varga first. According to Rasatarangini, it is explained like this. That is, the following drugs are included under amla varga. What are they? Jambiram nimbugam chaiva twamlavetasam amlika narangam dadimam chaiva vrikshamlam bijapuragam changeri chanakamlancha karkanduhu karamardagaha chukrika chedi samanyat amlavargaha prakirtita. So, what are the drugs? So first one, that is Jambira and Nimbuga. Both are considered to be the citrus lemon that we usually familiar with this thing in our daily life. Citrus lemon. Second one is Jambiram Nimbugam. Then the second one or third one, that is Amlavetasa. Amlavetasa is considered to be Garcinia pedunculata. Then next drug, that is Amlika. Amlika is the very familiar drug or very familiar cuisine in our Indian recipes, that is Tamarindus indicus. It is Amlika. Then Naranga, that is Citrus reticulata, the orange. And Dadima is Punica granatum, a very useful fruit for increasing the hemoglobin count. So this is also a sore drug considered under Amlavarga, Dadima, Punica granatum. Then comes Vrikshamlam. Vrikshamlam is Garcinia indica. This is the picture of Garcinia indica. There are some other Garcinia species also, that is Garcinia gammigata, like that. Then comes Bijapuraga. It is Citrus medica. This is also a amla, that is citrus fruit, belonging to the same family of Nimbuga, etc. Then next drug is Charngeri. It is Oxalis corniculata. It is also called Puliarilla in Malayalam, and it is the leaf that we are using, and it is very effective in dysentery and diarrhea like condition. So this leaf is also having amla rasa, sour taste. Then comes Chanakamla. Chanakamla is acidic plant exudate of Chanaka. Actually, this is collected from the Chanaka, Bengal gram plants. So, the way of collecting this Chanakamla is at the night, the people will place a cloth over these Chanaka plants, and at night the dew will be forming, and the in the morning if we look at the cloth it will be wet. So by squeezing that cloth the liquid is collected and it will be having acidic property. That is Chanaka amla. And comes Karkandu. Karkandu is Sisyphus numularia. It is a very useful drug in Ayurveda also. Then Karamardaga, that is Carissa carantus. It is also called cherry. That is very familiar to us. After many processings, we are using this fruit as the cherry in our cuisines. Then comes chukrika, that is Rumex vesicaris. It is a leafy vegetable used in many of the North Indian recipes, and this is also having amla taste. So these are all about the Amla Varga explained in Rasatarangini. If, then all, there is another group that is Amla Panchaka explained in Rasatarangini. That is, the following drugs are included in the Panchaka means five drugs. It is a group of five drugs. That is Kola, Dadima, Vrikshamla, Chargeri, Chinchika, Rasahi, Panchamlagam Samakhyadam Twamla Panchagamevacha Sarvesham Amlajatinam Nimbugam Gunavattam. So these are the five drugs, that is Kola, Dadima, Vrikshamla, Changeri, and Chinchika. So among these sour drugs, Nimbuga is considered to be the best. So kola means it is also a variety of karkandu. That is here the species name is Sisyphus jujuba. Earlier we considered the Sisyphus numularia as karkandu, and next one is dadima. We already discussed the Tunica granatum pomegranate. We know Vrikshamla is Garcinia indica. Then charngeri is that leaf Oxalis corniculata, and chinja we all know that is Tamarindus indicus. So, next we are moving on to the next group, that is Panchamrithika. So, Panchamrithika, it is a group of soil, and this is used for the preparation of many moshas, that is crucibles in Shastra, and for sealing, that many pharmaceutical processings we are using Panchamrithika. So, what are the five mrits that we are considering under Panchamritika? They are Ishtigha, Gairigam, Lonam, Bhasma, Valmika Mrittika, Rasa Prayoga Kushalehi, Kirtita, Panchamritika. That is Ishtika. Ishtika means brick powder. And Gairiga is the iron ore, that is hematite, also known as red ochre. Then Lonam, it is Lavana. And wherever Lavana is mentioned, we will take Saindava. And next one is Bhasma means the ash, wood ash. And Valmigam Rattiga is ant hill mud. So if we look at the pictures, these are the drugs belonging to or substances belonging to Panchamrittika. First one is brick powder, second one is hematite, the third one is that is the Saindhava then wood ash and the ant hill mud. All these are mixed together to form Panchamrittika. Then comes the group Panchagavya. So from the name itself, these are the five products that we are getting from the gavya or go. So go means cow. Then what are they? They are, that is gavyam, kshiram, dadhi, ghritam, gomutram, gomayam, thada, ekatra yojitam tulyam panchagavyam iha uchyate. These five things are taken in equal quantity and mixed together to constitute panchagavya. So what are they? Gavyam, Kshiram means cow's milk, Dadi is curd, Ghritam is ghee, Gomutram that is urine of cow, and Gomayam is cow dung. These are the Panchagavyas. So, when you come to know about Panchagavya, you should be able to picturize this thing. That is the five things belonging to the cow. Okay. Then comes the group Panchamrita. Here also five things are there. The first three are also the same contents of Panchagavya, that is the Gavyam, Kshiram, Dadi, Ghritam. The last two things differ, that is Makshigan Chada Sharkara. Makshiga is honey and Sharkara is sugar. So these five things constitute Panchamrita. Panchamritam Samakhyadam Rasa Karma Prasadagam. So it is used in various mercurial processing. So this is the pictorial representation of Panchamrita. Gavyam, Kshiram is there, Dati is there, Ghritam, Gavyam, Kshiram, Dati, Ghritam, then Makshigam and Sharkara. By combining these five things, we will get Panchamrita. Then comes the next group, that is Ksharashtaga. Ksharashtaga includes 8 drugs. That is, they are Sudha, Palasha, Shikhari, Chincha, Arka, Tilanalajaha, Swarjiga, Yavashugascha, Ksharashtagam Udaharadam. So, these are the alkalis obtained from these different plant sources. And the method of extraction of kshara or alkali is according to the classical method explained in that text. And I am not going to detail that technique. We will learn those things later in the syllabus while discussing the later portions. So let's get familiar with the drugs. That is, first one is Sudha. It is also called as Snuhi. It belongs to Euphorbia family, Euphorbacea family, Euphorbia nerifolia. This is the plant. And second one is Sudha Palasha. Palasha is Butea monosperma. It's a very attractive uh, tree with red flowers. It is also known as flame of forest. Then comes Shikari. Shikari is also called Apamarga. It is Acheranthus aspera. Fourth drug is Chinja. We discussed it under the AMLAVARGA, that is Tamarindus indicus. Arka. Arka is Calotropis procera. And this Arka also comes under that Kshidatraya, that is having a drugs having milky exudate. Then comes Tila. Tila is Sesamum indicum. We will get the kshara by burning that dried plant after extraction of this, after harvesting the seeds of Tila. Then comes Sarjakshara, Sorjika. Sarjakshara is sodium bicarbonate. And next one is Yavakshara, Yavakshara, it is potassium carbonate. So these are the drugs belonging to the Kshara Ashtaga. And the Kshara Dvaya are Subjikshara, Yavaksharaha, Kshara Dvaya Mudaradam. And Kshara Traya is, by combining these two with the Tankana, borax, it will constitute the Kshara Traya. So just keep in mind these facts also, Kshara Dvaya and Kshara Traya, while studying Kshara Ashtaga. Then comes the Dravaka Gana. Dravaka Gana, these are a group of drugs used in the pharmaceutical procedures of Rasashastra. This group of drugs helps in easy melting of metals and minerals. And these drugs are Gunja, Madhu, Gudha, Sarpi, Saubhagyam, Gugulustада, Purvacharyehi Kirtito Ayam, Dhatunam, Dravako Ganaha. So these are the texts, that is Gunja, Madhu, Gudha, Grita, Tankana and Gugulu. So Gunja, that is Abris tricatorius. This is a drug coming under Upavisha also. Then gugulu is a resinous extract obtained from this tree, that is Commiphora mukul. It is seen in very arid regions, dry places, and this is the resin of gugulu. Very useful, very helpful to reduce the inflammation, and this also is included in the dravaka. Then comes Guda. Guda, we all know, Jaggery. And Saubhagya, it is otherwise called the Tankana. It is borax. That is Na2B4O7 10H2O. Then comes the two animal products, that is ghee and honey. So this is all about the Dravagagana. Then comes Mitra Panchaka. Mitra Panchaka is also a group of drug helps in Dhatu Dravana. The difference from Dravaka Gana is that it consists of the same five drugs except Guda. Then it will be Mitra Panchaka. That is, if we minus Guda from Dravaka Gana, it will be Mitra Panchaka. So study the shloka of Dravaka Gana well, and you will be able to write the drugs of Mitra Panchaka by excluding Guda. So what are the drugs coming under Mitra Panchaka? That is Ajyam Gunja Ada Saubhagyam Kshaudram Cha Purasapnyakam Edattu Milidam Vijner Mitra Panchakam Uchyade. Vividhanam tu lohanam dravanaya visheshatah rasatantra visheshatnyai yujyade Mitra Panchakam. That is Ajyam, Gunja, Ada, Saubhagyam. Same things that we described under the Dravagagana, except Guda. Then comes, we are going to discuss Raktavarga. That is, the drugs are Kusumbham, Gadhiro, Laksha, Manjishta, Raktachandanam, Akshi, Bandhu Jivascha, Tata, Karpura Gandhini, Makshigan Chedi Vitneyo, Raktavargo, Atiranjanaha. Raktavarga drugs are used to impart red color to the material with which they are processed. So let's get familiar with the drugs. This is Kusumba, Cathamus tinctoria. Look at the flowers, dried flowers. It is having very red color. Then Ghadira, that is Acacia catachu. The leaves are very much similar to the leaves of Amalaki, that is in gooseberry, and but it is having spines. And this is the Acacia catachu extract having that reddish tinge, reddish brown tinge. Then the drug is Laksha, this lac. Lac, it is a secretion produced by this Laccifer laca insect while it infests the trees. So this is a Jangama Dravya actually. Then comes Manjishta. Manjishta is Rubia cordifolia. Look at the quadrangular stem in the picture and the dried herb also. Then comes Rakta Chandana. It is Pterocarpus sandalinus, and it is a very huge tree having very much cosmetic importance also. Rakta Chandana. Then comes Akshi or Shobhanjana. It is considered as Moringa oleifera, but it is explained that that variety having red flower is considered to be Shobhanjana. Then comes Bandhu Jiva, Pendapetis phoenicia, that is having this red attractive flower. Then Karpura Gandhini, it is a controversial drug. Then comes Makshigam. Some others considered it as honey, whilst in some books it is mentioned as Swarna Makshigam. So all these are drugs belonging to Raktavarga. And if we consider the utility of Raktavarga, many uses are there. They are used in the preparation of Varna Mosha. Mosha means crucible, that are vessels used to melt dhatu. And for preparing a red colored Mosha, we can use these drugs to impart that red color. And next processing technique, that is Lohitikarana karma of Abraga Bhasma to impart red color to the Abraga Bhasma. We can use Raktavarga. And again, in Ranjana Samskara of Parada, Raktavarga drugs are using. And in the Shodhana of the Maharasa, Sasyega, that is copper sulfate, this Raktavarga drugs are using. So, lastly and finally, the group is Lavana Panchaka. Lavana Panchaka includes 5 lavanas, salts. Lavana means salt. They are Saintavam Chada Samudram Vidam Sauvarchalam Tada Romagan Chedi Vitneyam Buder Lavana Panchakam. So, Saindhava Lavana, Samudra Lavana, Vida Lavana, Sauvarchala Lavana, and Romaga Lavana constitute Lavana Panchakam. In this, Saindhava, Samudra, and Romaga are Prakrita Lavanas. That is, they will be obtained naturally. We will get these Lavanas from nature itself. And Vida and Savarchala are Kritrima Lavana. That is, we are synthesizing this Vida and Savarchala. Then we can see Lavanas are coming under many formulations like Lavana Bhaskara Churna, Kalyana Kshara, etc. And if we consider Rasa Shastra, Lavanas are utilizing in the forming, constituting this Lavana Yantra. And also it is used in Parada Samanya Shodhana. Many other uses are there. So this is Saindhava, sodichloridium. It is a mineral which is acquired from Punjab mines. That is the western part of the Sindhu river, hence the name Saindhava. Then Tatrapi Saindhavam Mukhyam Vidwadbhihi Parikirtidam Ukte Lavana Samanye Saindhavam Viniyojayit. So if there is no mentioning, simply Lavana is only mentioned, then we have to take Saindhava because it is important. Saindhava, that is Anukta Paribhasha, that is known as Anukta Paribhasha. If which Lavana is to be taken is not specifically mentioned, then there we have to take Saindhava. This is Samudram, we all know, that is the common salt or sea salt obtained from evaporating seawater. Then comes Vida Lavana. Here I already told you that is Vida Lavana is a artificial Lavana that we are synthesizing. For that we require Romaga Lavana 8 part and Amalaki Churna, that is the gooseberry 1 part. Here Romaga Lavana and Amalaki Churna are taken in an earthen pot and subjected to intense fire, that is Prakharatni, for 2 yama. 1 yama is equal to 3 hours and 2 yama, that is 6 hours. And this after this time period, when it gets Swanga Shida, that is cooled by itself, this Lavana is collected. So for the formation of Vida Lavana, we require Romaga Lavana 8 part and Amalaki Churna 1 part. Then comes Savarchala Lavana, otherwise called black salt. For preparing Savarchala Lavana, we require Sajakshara 4 parts and water 8 parts and sufficient quantity of Saindhava Lavana. We have to mix this Sajakshara with the water, and to that Saindhava Lavana is added. Then this mixture is heated till the water content is evaporated. And it is again heated for some time, and finally Savarchala Lavana is collected. In this way we will get the black salt or Savarchala Lavana. And the final, that is the fifth one, is Romaka Lavana, or it is obtained from Sambar lake, hence it is known as Sambar salt. So this is about Pancha Lavana. And we have completed the Dravya Vargas given in the syllabus. Now we have to discuss the techniques or the procedures or processings described under Paribhasha. These terminologies have to be discussed. We can discuss these things in the next class. So for the time being, let's stop the class, and I'm very thankful for your patient listening. So let's discuss this continuation of Paribhasha in the coming classes. Thank you very much.